I've got the HTC Thunderbolt with me, and this is Verizon's first 4G LTE phone. After recently reviewing the HTC Inspire 4G for AT&T, the HTC Thunderbolt has some additional tricks up its sleeve. We'll start with this phone's 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera that can be used in conjunction with Skype video chat. Although Skype video chat was not available as of yet, it will be available down the line. Secondly, you notice that the HTC Thunderbolt has a nice robust kickstand on the back, and that's for propping it up and watching lots of videos and playing certain games. But aside from its LTE connectivity, the biggest difference between the Thunderbolt and the Inspire 4G is the fact that the Thunderbolt cracks right out of the box with 40 gigabytes of storage. That's 8 gigabytes on the inside and a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, compared to the Inspire 4G, which offers 12 gigabytes out of the box. With LTE, Verizon is promising between 5 to 12 megabits per second download speeds and 2 to 5 megabits per second upload speeds. So the Thunderbolt will have an edge over the Inspire 4G's HSPA Plus speeds. Let's talk about what's inside the Thunderbolt. We have a 1 gigahertz second generation Snapdragon processor with an advanced GPU for gaming. The Thunderbolt supports DLNA for wireless streaming to your home devices. It also has Wi-Fi, hotspots, Bluetooth 2.1, and accelerometer. So this phone is at the high end of the spectrum when we talk about hardware. Just like the Inspire 4G, the Thunderbolt has a 4.3-inch WVGA screen, capacitive touchscreen, and the sensitivity is fantastic on this phone. It's highly responsive. It's a beautiful screen, especially with HTC Sense running on this phone. We favored the call quality on the Thunderbolt over the Inspire 4G. And this phone receives a larger 1400 mAh battery compared to the Inspire 4G's 1230 mAh battery. But you won't notice much of a difference. If you're heavy on your applications, you're browsing, this phone's going to need a charge at least once a day. Now the Thunderbolt has an 8 megapixel camera with dual LED flash. However, when we looked at this phone's camera lens, compared it to the Inspire 4G, it was definitely smaller, and right then and there we knew this phone was going to take a hit when it came to low light. Well, we stacked this up against the Inspire 4G and HTC's new Arrive, review is coming soon, and found that the low light sensitivity on this phone is half of what it is on the Inspire 4G and the Arrive. You're going to want to have auto flash on pretty much all the time. But fortunately, bright light shooting is very impressive. It's at the top of the crop compared to other smartphones in its class. Now the Thunderbolt also records 720p HD video, and we experienced the same phenomenon when we recorded videos. Bright light is fantastic, low light really takes a hit, and motion and frame rate starts to get wonky, noise starts to go haywire. But the good thing is that we could actually access touch focus and toggle the video light while recording video, so that is a definite bonus for the Thunderbolt. So that covers the bare essentials on the HTC Thunderbolt, but let's dive inside and take a closer look at the interface. Alright, here we are with HTC Sense, and let's see how fast the Thunderbolt is. Is it like lightning? As you can see, it's very quick, very responsive, and we get HTC Sense Leap here, all of our 7 home screens, zoom out, and when we tap to hold, we get personalize rather than a widget menu. Here are all our widgets that we can add, and we even get sound options. But we get scenes, and these are geared for particular types of users. There's social, travel, play, work, etc. Here's our internet experience, and this is bookmarks, and we love these retro type of switches here. Most visited, history, and you can see Sense is just polished to the nines. And we'll go to our site here. And thanks to Flash 10.1, we could play videos right from within our browser. And of course the Thunderbolt has access to a lot of different accounts. Here's just a basic list. There's Facebook, Flickr, Google, pretty much any mail like Yahoo or Windows Hotmail, Skype, Twitter, and let's look at Skype here. We're going to get video chat eventually. but for now we do not have it. We just have call to call, which actually worked very well. As you can see, this phone handles 3D graphics very well. An accelerometer is highly sensitive. And this is for social networking. We have favorites. We could kind of Rolodex all our favorite contacts. And here's FriendStream, which updates status updates periodically from all the accounts that you happen to be signed into. So this has been our HTC Thunderbolt review. For the entire review, more analysis, image samples, video samples, please go to www.infosyncworld.com. Our InfoSync diagnosis with this phone is it's definitely a winner. Its storage capacity out of the box is far superior to many phones within its class. It's lightning quick, and it belongs to Verizon's 4G LTE network. If you live within LTE territory, then the HTC Thunderbolt is a striking choice. Until next time, I'm Mike Perlman for InfoSync World.